What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 217, and we start today's episode off by looking at our youth squad monthly report. We take a look at the players in here, and I've said before, there aren't the best of players in here, but there are a couple that look quite good. Leon Symington, or Symington, looks like the headline signing that we will make next season to promote to our first team. And also, the transfer window is now open, which is good because we can sign some players, and everyone loves the transfer window, don't they? And we can sign some players, but I've said before, I have no plans to sign anyone other than this guy. This Stoke City left back called Danny Wright, 24 years old, English, with a lot of pace. I've said before, I think this guy looks as though he could be a very good left back to have on the bench or just a backup left back. He's got a lot of pace, looks like he's got a decent final ball on him as well, plus some good defensive stats. So we offer £7.5 million plus that random Cameroon left back we got, and we'll wait and see what Stoke say. He's the only one I'm interested in. I know some people have been saying, can you buy any striker? But as I've said, we don't really have the budget to sign a really world-class one. I'd rather wait until next season when we can sign someone that's like 86, 87 plus in terms of overall, because otherwise we'll just sign like another 83, 84 rated one. It will just be competition for Ezekiel, and he's not really, he is world-class, but he's not like a legendary striker, if you will. But I also decided to go into the free agents, and I really only found one player, that guy called Quain Marsh. We offer him a contract as centre forward, that's 20 years old, and also this guy, I saw this in a news article, Dean McGlashan of Nuremberg in the Bundesliga. Apparently he's a future star or something like that, or he's tipped to be a future star by the media. So we offer Nuremberg a transfer there and wait and see what they say. And also another free agent, George Spearing, just looks okay, to be honest. I guess this is just for cover, and what I might do is try and sell Nathan Baker, because Baker is 30 now, he's decreasing in stats. If I sell Baker, I'd want another centre-back, a fifth choice centre-back, just in case of an injury crisis, and he looks young, he'll cost us barely any money on the wage budget, he could possibly increase in stats and look to be a good squad player for the future. So we offer him a contract and wait and see what they say. And also here is a scout report from our scouts, one based in Brazil, one based in Japan, and the other based in England. We rejected quite a few players, and we signed that guy. I think he was the only signature we made, the only signing we made, I should say. The rest we kind of just stalled with, and we'll wait and see how good they look after another month's worth of scouting. Oh, we signed that guy as well, but to be honest, I don't really feel like they'll be good in the future. They could be okay, but I don't think we're ever going to find anyone again that's going to be world class, to be honest. But following that, we saw that Stoke have accepted a £7.5 million bid plus that random left back for Danny Wright. And we offer him a contract and wait and see what they say. We tried to get him in the summer for about £10 million and they said no. So I guess it's a good thing we've had to wait until January, because we're now going to get him for £2.5 million cheaper. So that's good. Hopefully he should join the club. We offer him a contract and hopefully he'll join the club in the very near future, because even though he will be a substitute / reserve left back, it's always great to have that cover. Anyone that's watched my career modes for a long time will know I love to have cover players just in case. I guess if anyone's played Football Manager, you know what it's like to have an injury crisis and just be completely screwed over in one position. And I know FIFA doesn't work that way, but you never know, do you? So Danny Wright looks like he's going to come in, and that'll be good. And we take on Leeds for the first game of today's episode. So Leeds, a newly promoted side, take them on here at the Den. We've already beat them at Ellen Road, so we take them on here at the Den. And also, for those who are wondering where the squad report and the league table is, the squad report and the league table comes after this game. I'm sorry I didn't show it directly at the start of the month, but I forgot about it. But it comes at the end of this episode. But anyway, we take on Leeds, and the first chance the game would fall here is Dawson finds Mari Williams, and he goes forward and finds Manuel. Manuel finds Thompson, who strikes it, but it's a fantastic stop by Liali, and it's scoreless. But the first chance coming to Leeds there, and they will come in here to try and show that they aren't going to be pushed over. But in the 31st minute, we scored the first goal of the game. Eric Dier gets his header to a corner and heads it past Lee Nichols to make it 1-0. So just after the half an hour mark, and it is Eric Dier who gets the goal. So Leeds almost had the first goal, but instead we did. But in the 51st minute, another great chance, another corner in towards Eric Dier, but this time his header hits the bar, and then Lee Nichols gets up and makes a great save. So a very good stop there to deny Dier scoring his second goal of the game. And from that, we gave the ball to Triggs here. Triggs gave it to Gutierrez, but I ended up giving the ball away, and Leeds went on a break, and unfortunately all of my defenders who were forward for the corner couldn't catch up, and eventually as the ball gets played forward towards Mari Williams, he's all alone, one-on-one with Liali, but it's a great save, although possibly a suspicion of handball outside the area, I don't know, but still 1-0. Liali makes another good save, and you have to say, know, coming into this game, I expected us to just thrash Leeds, but instead they were proving they're no pushovers, and they were giving us some real moments of panic at our end of the pitch, our end of the goal. But still, it is still 1-0, and in the 62nd minute, Luke Shaw gets on the ball, nutmegs his man, lovely little fake shot, finds Scott Triggs, the man with no legs offloads it to Carrasco, who shoots, but unfortunately the new right back, if you will, puts the ball over the bar, and it is still 1-0. In the 71st minute, another good chance for Leeds here, as Moat stands over a corner, crosses the ball in, the header is not one, but it comes to Dawson, who strikes it, and again, Liadim has to make a really good save. So Nicola Liadi, our goalkeeper, who, you know, I would have thought was in for a quiet evening, was having to make a lot of saves in this game, and he was really on course for man of the match. So still 1-0, and in the 75th minute here, we get the ball to Eric Dier. Dier finds Scott Triggs, Triggs finds Ezekiel down the right hand side, nice little roulette to beat his man, he keeps on going, then beats the right back as well, but he offloads it to Triggs. Triggs goes down the right hand side, he's got just about enough to keep going, and despite two defenders making the challenges, they give the ball away. It falls to Glenn Robinson, rounds Lee Nichols, and Nichols takes him down, and it is a definite penalty. So Lee Nichols, who was actually a transfer target for us all those years ago, ended up at Leeds, and he's actually not a bad goalkeeper on this game, but he does concede a penalty there, and you can't really have any complaints either. So Glenn Robinson, the big money signing, wins the penalty, and it's Brian Carrasco, the cult hero of the series, is going to stand up and take it. Obviously he's a rare goal scorer now, he's been converted to a right back, but he does take our penalties. Is he going to score this one? Yes he is. Sends Lee Nichols the wrong way and makes it Millwall 2, Leeds 0 before he pulls out his trademark celebration. So 2-0 to Millwall, and that was how the game would finish. So you know, not a comfortable 2-0 victory. You know, I genuinely felt like this was going to be a really comfortable game, really easy, maybe score 3, 4, possibly even 5 goals, but Leeds got a credit to the newly promoted side. They played very well, and we had 2 of our back 4 scoring the goals for us, so it was a lot more challenging than I thought, but we got the result, and that is the most important thing. But following that, we had a transfer for Todd Kane. This guy has said he wants to leave for a long time now. I put him on a loan list because I don't actually want to see him transfer out of the club, so I put him on a loan list so he can get his morale up and get some form and some game time. So he's going to go to PSV Eindhoven. We aren't going to miss him because he's still got João Cancelo, who can play as a backup right back, but he'll go out to PSV on loan, and he'll come back in 3 months time, so hopefully this will just stop him from complaining, and there you go. Also, Nuremberg said that the bid for Dean McGlashan wasn't good enough, so we up it to 700 grand, because he does look like quite a good player for the future. And also Danny Wright has accepted his contract, as has Quain Marsh, and also George Spearing. So 3 players are going to come in straight away. Wright for £7.5 million, plus that random Cameroon left back who we'd never used, and also Quain Marsh and also George Spearing. Now Marsh looks actually quite decent, Spearing just as a reserve player, but even so, all 3 of these players are going to be reserve / bench players, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. They haven't cost us too much money. As you can see here, Spearing, a 68 rated centre back, looks okay for the future, but nothing special. We'll try and send him out on loan and hope for the best. Danny Wright, the left back, 79 overall, 24 years old. Look at that pace, incredible, and he does look quite good as well for a backup / reserve left back, so I'm happy with that. Only 24 years old. And also Quain Marsh, 20 years old, centre forward, actually looks okay for someone we pick up for a free. Again, we'll add him to the loan list and hopefully he'll go out on loan, but as I said before, I really hope next year in FIFA they make loans a lot more easier, because they seem so hard to get rid of your younger players who aren't established. But anyway, here's a squad report. Eric Dier 91, Gutierrez a 90. Yes, that's the moment. Leal Gutierrez has finally hit 90. So happy. Really pleased that the original Scout Future Star has hit 90. Very pleased with that. And also McCarthy's grown a rating at 32 as well. How about that? And Carrasco, despite going down on pace, is still an 84 rated player. Robinson, our big money signing, hasn't improved in any overalls yet. Really disappointing. I thought he would have grown by 1 by now, because he's been very good for us. And yeah, here's a look at the full squad report. To be honest, the squad looks fine. I don't really feel like we need to change anything at all, to be honest. I don't want to sell one of our big players and then try and replace him in a January transfer window. I never like doing that. So we'll just be looking for the future, really, looking to see what we might do in the summer transfer window. But here's a look at the league table as well. As you can see, 21 games in, we are sitting in 4th place, 7 points behind the leaders, Spurs. So if we want to catch up with Spurs, we've got to start winning games in quick succession, quick succession even. And there you go. And also here is a look at the contracts as well. I decided to offer quite a few contracts to some young players here that have their contracts up in 1 year and 6 months, just to make sure I won't have to do this next year and worry if they'll leave on a free agent. But yeah, we offer some contracts here to our players. Demisquites, De Paula, they're both out on loan at Carlisle and QPR, I think they are. Also Brian Carrasco, because he's the cult hero of the series. I want to keep him here until he retires. Michael Ngoo, who won us the league last year with his late heroics against Liverpool. Also Harry Kane as well, because he's worth quite a bit of money. And also the other player was, I think I offered one more contract as well, did I? Oh yeah, Josh Meekings as well. We offered him a contract too. We'll wait and see what he says. And we also offered a contract to, I think it was Desi or Burge, one of those two players. But we'll wait and see what they say. And as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. It's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.